Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. I am here with the high five habit, and today I'm on chapter 6, and it says, where's all this negative crap coming from?" So it was a really interesting chapter. It talks about the RAS, RAS, all capitals. So I kept looking to see, okay, what does it stand for? And I read this over and over again and can't see that she told us what the RAS was. Well, she did tell us what the RAS was, but not what the letters stand for. So, so I'm gonna be talking about the RAS, which I don't know if it has like words it stands for, but that's what it is. And what it is, uh, it's like a filter in your brain that tells you what to like what to think about, what you're allowed to think about. At least that's how I understood it. And it says there are only 4 things that always get past your RAS and into your conscious mind. And those are the sound of your name being called, anything that threatens your safety or the safety of your loved ones, signals that your partner isn't interested in having sex, and whatever your RAS thinks is important to you, and that means whatever thought you repeat or topic you focus on, your RAS will think is important. And that last one is what the whole topic is of this chapter is about, because it's talking about people that always think, like she was talking about her and her husband, and how her husband is a stay-at-home dad, or was for a while when Mel Robbins started like um, being Mel Robbins, right? And so he would coach his daughter's league, and um, you know take care of everything at home, do like the accounting, meet with the accountants for Mel Robbins's business. And that's the way he saw it. Like, he didn't see the importance of him being there for his kids, since Mel Robbins couldn't be, and him helping her figure out the finances, since she was out, making the money. So he would go and sit there and figure out everything in regards to finances with the accountant, and think, yeah, I'm doing all this, but it's for Mel's business. Like, I'm just her Mel boy. Or he was being the coach for his daughter, and he saw other men on their phone and just assumed, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this, which is very important, taking care of your kids, right? I should be over there calling my business company, whatever, whatever. And that's just because men usually are the ones that are the providers, so he felt not good being the one that's taking care of everything, which is a lot of the work. It's most of the work, if you ask me, lays on the back and shoulders of the woman, because they're the ones. The men, even I feel it. Like, when I used to go to work, and I would leave my kids with my mom, like her and my dad, they would drive them to school, feed them, do their hair, feed them when they got back, go pick them up, like everything. Like, my kids love my parents more than they love us, because we were never there. We were at work all the time. And when you go to work, you're doing your work, but you're sitting there and nobody's bothering you, da 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 da. And here is this other person, like stay-at-home moms or dads, they are handling everything, which is sometimes, I would think, like on Saturdays, oh my god, I'd rather go to work than be here with these bratty kids that they bug and they want things. And I couldn't even go to the bathroom. They were standing there like, "Mom, are you here?" But I love him with all my heart. I do. But just, just putting that into little perspective there, that staying home, taking care of the kids and everything else is a big, gigantic job. So if you're a dad and you're a stay-at-home dad, don't feel that you're less because of that. You are the person like running your life and your family's life, because that's what moms do. They run the life of their kids and their family and their husbands, because that's what we do and we're good at it. And I guess men don't feel as important when they do this important role. But anyway, that's where he was at. And so even though he was doing so much, his mind couldn't, his RAS was just thinking what he was thinking of. He was thinking that he sucked because he was staying home, and he sucked because he wasn't doing this. Then that's all the mind brings. That's all the mind brings over and over again. So the whole chapter is about how to fix yourself from thinking negative things, because if you're thinking negative things, oh, like I'm always like everything I touch is broken or breaks, or every time you do something it goes wrong. Like that's what your RAS, your mind, is gonna be thinking and bringing up, because that's what you're thinking, so that's what you're calling, right? So what you want to do is you want to start thinking new things. And she said she had something here, because I can't think of how to. You're the boss of your RAS. That's one of the subjects here. And then flip it, and I think in flip it, that's where it says, okay, change from instead of saying again I dropped the ball, say, how can I fix this? How can I make this situation the best outcome for me? What is in my control? I screwed it up is not your only option for an outcome. Think about that. One last thing. It has, if you are going to take all the credit for messing things up, at least take the credit for when things go right. Here are some other statements to help you flip the believe. So instead of saying I can clean up and it's just sayings. I can solve any problem. I can clean up any mess. This is preparing me for something amazing that's coming. If it's preparing me, I'm not messing up. I'm learning. Because it says before that, these are like, try this to flip the RAS thinking, right? Because she says that bad things, I mean, all the bad things that are happening in your life, they're still gonna happen, and not just your life, like everybody. Nobody is all just happy all the time. So the bad things are gonna keep happening, because they will. Again, bad doesn't last forever, nor happiness lasts forever. There's things, you have goals, you have pitfalls, things that happen when you're trying to reach that goal, but you're not going to let that, keep you from getting there. So bad stuff is going to happen, but you have to just look at it a different way. Like this one, I really like this one. This is preparing me for something amazing that's coming. If it's preparing me, I'm not messing up, I'm learning, right? That's another thing that I've heard many times. Like when you fail, a lot of people don't like to try things because they don't want to fail. But if you fail, you're learning. And if you're not trying anything so you won't fail, then you're stuck in the same thing, because you're not learning anything new. And I just learned that recently. So that is what the RAS does. It's the thing that filters. Um, Another thing that I was talking about is like when you're buying something. It talked about a red Acura, right? That if you all of a sudden say, "Oh, I want to buy a red Acura," and then you start seeing red Acuras everywhere, and she says those red Acuras were there all the time, but your brain, oh, it says it right here. It says your brain filters 90% of, let me see if I, okay, every day your RAS must police 34 gigabytes of data. That's 3 years worth of phone data in 24 hours. I want to embrace what an enormous job your RAS has as why it needs your help so it can help you. Honestly, it needs more than your help. It needs a hug because it's been working overtime and it's been filtering the world through all your old crap. Your RAS blocks 99% of what's around you from reaching your conscious mind because if it didn't, your head would explode from information overload. There are only four things, and that's the four things that I told you that it just lets you, which is your name, your hubby, or your wifey, and then what it thinks is important to you. Which if you're thinking negative, then it's gonna bring all negative. If you're thinking that red Acura, then you're gonna see red Acuras everywhere because now you let that in and it thinks, oh, she likes red Acuras, let me show them to her. So if you're not thinking the red Acura, then the red Acuras are coming all over the place, but you're not thinking it because your RAS is filtering it, so you don't have to pay attention to the red Acuras because there's other more important things that you are thinking about, which is, what you think about daily. So if you're thinking, oh my God, nobody loves me, then it's gonna like find why nobody loves you, and it's gonna keep on bringing those kind of things, and you're gonna keep thinking of that, right? So I hope you understood my explanations of that because that's how I understood it. If I think what do I think? If if I think exercise is amazing and it's helping my life be happy, you know, then every time I turn on the TV or the radio or even scrolling through Instagram, like what catches my attention is anything, all the um, um, what is it, exercising outfits that pops out to me because I like it. I like wearing them. I like how they look on me. So my RAS thinks, oh, she likes this. Let me have like point, open these up so she could see this, or I like seeing pictures of people, especially girls with like big muscles. It's like, wow, like, and before I thought, like many people, that just happens, that's how they're born, with that type of build. But no, you can work towards it, and now I know that they work really hard to look that way because I don't work, you know not a not even half of how much they work, and I get a little bit of of results. I just do like 30 minutes a day and watch what I eat, um, more closely than before, and it's making me happy. And I get those pictures, I get, I see people, and just makes me happy. And my RAS knows, so it makes it, um, it makes it more obvious to me, um, to come up, or you know or I love talking about it, so people might be talking about something else, but I think they're talking about this, so I start talking about this and talk about it all the time. I'm sure people are tired of hearing me talk about it, but that is what the RAS is, and if you help it, by moving it to positive thinking instead of bad, then it's going to bring more of that to you, and that will help you move forward and be happy. So that is what that chapter was about, and it's 15 minutes of me just talking about that. Hopefully you understood, and I just want to find chapter 7. So chapter 7 is, why am I suddenly seeing hearts everywhere? So I'm going to read that and talk to you about that next Thursday. So thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoy my summaries of the book. This is what I'm reading right now, and I really like it. And this is Mel Robbins right there. You've probably seen her somewhere, because she's a feisty little one, because there's people that are positive and that, but she's like, no, go do it. Nobody's gonna come and help you. You have to help yourself. She's that kind of woman, and I appreciate it, because I'm there now. I know that I have to help myself, that I have to push myself to get to my goals, because I do have people that back me up, people that applaud me, but even if people want to help me, if I don't want to help myself, then it's not going to happen. So thank you, Mel Robbins, and I will talk to you next Thursday. Thank you for watching, and see you here next Thursday. If you thought that was interesting, the heart one might be interesting too. See you. Bye bye.